Have you ever received a phone call and you answer the call just like you're supposed to answer the call, but then all of a sudden you hear dead silence when you've answered the phone? Then you might hear a click, maybe the phone call drops off. If it clicks, then somebody's going to come on. They try to sell you, I don't know, something you don't need, or they say that they're calling from your bank and they want your bank account number, or sometimes it's even horrible. They'll call and say they're calling from a hospital and they need that somebody's there and they need your information. And once you answer, you hang up the phone, and then you find that you continue to get these calls over and over and over again. It happens to me all the time. It's happened to every single one of my friends that I've spoken to. Had a tax client that I was working with. It was an elderly gentleman, super nice. And while we were discussing going over his taxes, his phone kept ringing and he was so frustrated. He said, they won't stop calling me. And I just thought it was important to come on and share some information on three things that you can do, not just ways, but three things that you can do super easy to either slow it down or stop it altogether. So if that's something that you've been plagued with, or you have someone that's a problem for them, stick around. At the end of the video, I'm going to give the three ways to go ahead and resolve that. But hello, my name is Nina. I'm the owner of Estrella Business and Insurance Solutions, and I welcome you to this channel. This is going to be first part of a series we're going to do, just going over different ways, different things to look out for scams or spam or just outright fraud. It's so prevalent now, and I want to make certain that we stay safe. When we're over 50, and even if we have parents that are alive, they're can be vulnerable. I've got caught before. So being a business owner, I have to answer my phone because it could be a potential client or it could be someone that needs some help. Usually every time somebody does business with me, at least I put their contact information in. So I do have that, but I don't know if they're calling from another number or what can happen. So I need to answer my phone. We should be able to answer our phone without it being hijacked. That's what I think. So I'm sorry, guys. Let me take this call really quick. It could be important. It could be a client. I don't know. Bear with me just a second. Hello? Hello?
Congratulations! You have been selected to win a luxury all-inclusive cruise to the Bermuda Triangle. To claim your matching flip-flops, please read your social security number after the beep.
Are you kidding me? Do you see what I'm talking about? I am so sorry that happened. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm talking about, though. This is exactly what I'm talking about, and we're going to go over today. Now, why are they doing that? That's the thing. Why are they doing that? And what is happening? What they do is that it's not even a person that's calling you. It's a robot. And they send out thousands of calls to, thousands of people every hour on the hour. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to hear a live voice pick up. Once they get a live voice that picks up, if they immediately ship it off to a call center. And it could be somebody, like I said, trying to sell something or whatever the case may be. But that's why they're doing that. Or they're saying this number is a live number, and then they're selling it to telemarketers so they can bombard you with whatever nonsense it is that they want. So it's not even a person that's calling. That's why you get that 3-second or 5-second pause. Sometimes the call will drop. And what happens when the call drops is because there's not a telemarketer that's in the call center that's available at that time to speak. So they'll just drop the call, but they have flagged your number as being a live number. Somebody actually picked up on that call, and that's why they continue to call over and over again. It happened to me. I made the mistake of answering, and I said hello, and I heard that pause, and even though I heard the pause, I hung the phone up because I knew right away that it wasn't a potential client or it wasn't anything like that, but still they had me down as it was a live call, and that happens all the time. I just want to mention again that this is part of a series. This is part one of a series that it's going to be just super quick videos. It's going to give you some fantastic information for my fellow Gen Xers to help us and protect us from any type of scam or fraud or spam or just aggravation, and let us get control back over our phones, and to give us a little bit of a sanity so our phone's not ringing all the time. So make certain that you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when the next video releases. So now we're going to go into the 3 things that we can do in order to slow down or stop altogether these calls from coming in. So here we go. Oh, okay. Wait, guys, I was expecting a call. Just one more quick. Let me take this call really quick and make certain it's not. Just a second. Just hello.
Hello, this is Agent Smith from the Federal Department of Auto Warranties. The warranty on your 1998 Space Shuttle hovercraft has expired. Press 1 immediately to speak to a representative from Mars.
You have to be kidding me. This is insanity. Oh, okay. Here's what we're gonna do to stop that right now. This is the 3 things. So I did make a couple. I made like this is insanity. We're gonna stop it. So I did make a couple of notes here that I'm gonna go over. So you'll see me looking down because I want to make certain that I touch on all 3 things for you. So what are the 3 things that? Sorry to clap. So what are the 3 clear safeguards that we're gonna do in order to protect your number and stop them from calling? So the first thing is going to be the silence test. And what you do when if a call comes through, you're not certain if it's something you need to answer, don't say anything. Just pick up the phone. Don't say hello. Don't say anything at all. You can answer the phone, but let the other person speak first. And because these robots, they're waiting to hear a voice before they transfer it to a call center. You know how before we used to get calls from marketers or whatever, and as soon as we hear them talking, we just hang up. So I guess in order for them to save money, what they've done now is they've got these robots that are there that just making thousands of calls. The telemarketers couldn't make thousands of calls at a time. They have to make 1 call at a time. So, and a lot of times as soon as they get on the phone, we hang up on them. So now they've got these robots that come on and they kind of like, see if somebody is actually going to answer, say hello, whatever the case may be. So if you're just silent and don't say anything, then they're not going to pick it up as a live call, and they will actually, the call will drop after 5 seconds. So that's the first thing that you can do. So the second thing that you can do, and I'm sorry for looking down, I just wanted to make certain with my notes, is to download your specific cell carrier's free blocking app. So AT&T has something called Active Armor. Verizon has something called Call Filter. And I'm with T-Mobile. T-Mobile has Scam Shield. It's now called T-Life. They'll switch you over. If you go to the App Store and you put in Scam Shield, it's going to tell you, oh, now it's T-Life, but you'll still be able to go in and download it. So that's something you can do also. If you don't have, either one of those 3 main carriers, I'm sorry, not characters. They're characters too, but 3 main carriers that you can just, go to the Play Store or go to the Apple. Well, Apple already has. Apple should have something in there. But if your carrier doesn't have it, then I'm going to link in the show notes some other well-known popular ones that are free that you can download and use that as well. Now, for the iPhone, I'm going to insert a clip. This is the third thing that you can do is you can switch your settings to silence unknown callers. And what that's going to do is it's going to automatically put those people into an area where they can leave a voicemail. And if it's somebody that needs to be in contact with you, they're going to leave a voicemail. You know, even I've done that. Even though I have a business, I know if it's a serious potential client that's calling me, that they're going to leave a voicemail, and I'm screening that. It comes up where it, transcribes out the voicemail for you, so you can kind of look at it and read what the person wants, and then you can call them back. So that's the third thing you can do. Now, I am going to insert a really quick video just showing you the steps to go through if you have an iPhone, and the steps that you go through if you have an Android. So first will be the iPhone, and then the second one is going to be the Android. So take a look and follow these steps for whatever particular phone you have, and hopefully this is going to help you out. All right, so here we are on my iPhone, and I'm going to show you where to go to activate in your settings to stop the calls from coming through. So first thing, I always go into search to find my settings. I don't know, it's just easier for me. I've got so many apps and different things on my iPhone that it's hard for me to scroll through. So I'm just going to click here where it says search, and you see right there it says settings. So we're going to go into settings, and we're going to go into settings. And now, if you've updated your iPhone recently, you might notice that things look a little bit different. Apple has made things more difficult. I don't know why, but that's their option to do that. So here on the iPhone, there's not anything here that says phone. It used to just say phone, and you could get to your phone that way to change your settings. But now we have to go into apps, and then when you get into apps, you're going to scroll all the way down until you find your phone. Mine's in alphabetical order, which I do like that at least, so I can kind of scroll through everything. So once you go into your phone settings, then you're going to scroll down until you see where it has here where it says screen unknown callers. Now, mine was set to ask reason for calling, but still my phone was ringing, and then, it would ask a reason for calling, and it still makes your phone ring. They might not leave a message there, though. They're not going to leave a message there, but, your phone still rings, which is kind of annoying. If you go to the top, which it says never, then, any calls from any unsaved numbers or anything like that is going to ring through. So you want to make certain that that is not checked either. And what you want checked is where it says silence. Calls from unsaved numbers will be silenced, sent to voicemail, and displayed on the recent list. Now, my concern was, well, I still want to be able to get calls. I'm running a business, so I don't have everybody's number saved in my contacts because I've given out business cards, or I might have met someone at events or whatever, and I just want the call to come through. But I want them to leave a message. I don't want the call to come through. I want them to leave a message. So it doesn't make a difference if you turn this on. Now, what I'm going to be doing with my call filtering, I'm actually going to be turning that on. So any missed calls, what it's going to do is it's going to direct them directly to voicemail. So if it's a client or it's someone that wants to get in touch with you, they're going to leave a message. And then the way that T-Mobile is set up, it actually comes where it's like a little voicemail text that you can see what message was. You can kind of read the message that they left. They do a really good job with transcribing it out, and that way you can call the person right back, so you don't have to worry about losing any business or anything like that. As soon as they hang up, the call is transcribed and you can see if it's a person you want to call back or not. And then once you call them back, of course, you can add them into your contacts and it won't be that problem again. So that's what you do as far as the iPhone is concerned. So now I'm going to switch over to my Android phone and I'm going to show those of you who might have Android, like a Samsung phone or something like that, how you're able to go in and change your settings for that as well. All right, so here we are on my Samsung phone, and this one actually is so much easier, I think, to be able to go in and do that setting than the iPhone was. And this is, this is an Android phone. It is a Samsung, so hopefully it should work with all Android phones. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your phone just like you're making a phone call. So you're going to go where you go to make a phone call right here. Then you're going to go to the top section where you have the three buttons that go down, the three little dots there. So you're going to click on that. You're going to go to settings. So you're going to go into your three buttons, and then as soon as you go there, you're going to see where it says block numbers. So you're going to click here where it says block numbers. And then you just click where it says block calls from unknown numbers. And you see how many numbers I actually had. I don't even use this phone anymore, but this is just all the numbers that it went in and blocked. Some of them I went in and added like a block number. But yeah, so that's what you do. Just go in, make sure that that's turned on. If it's toggled off like that, you want to make certain to toggle it on so it's blue. And then it's going to go ahead and start blocking numbers from unknown callers for you. And that's what you do for your Android. I hope this is helpful. All right, so I hope that was easy for everyone to follow along with. And in conclusion, our phones belong to us. We're the ones making the payments on our phone bill. Let's take back control of our phones and not have them ringing all the time and getting aggravated and getting our blood pressure up because they won't stop calling us. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Again, my name is Nina. Please like and subscribe. Leave in the comments section too. I'd like to know what type of scam calls that you've gotten, or if you know of anyone that has been bombarded with these. That would be nice to hear what kind of calls that you've received. But I hope that this video was helpful for you, and make sure to subscribe and do your notifications so you'll be aware when the next one comes on. All right, thank you so much. Have an amazing day.